Hey you guys, what's going on? I am back for the review of Mob Wives. What was I about to say? Oh, make sure you guys go and check out my last video I just put up called Social Media Buffoonery. I apologize if the lightning is kind of off in the video. I had to kind of brighten it a little bit because I forgot to turn on my lamp light. I have usually when I do my reviews, I have my ceiling light on and my lamp light so you guys can see me. But I forgot to turn on the lamp light. That's how aggravated I was. But I'm better now. I'm back. I'm back. I'm cooling. But anyways, Bob Wives season 6, episode 3. So we start off with the OGs and the newbies. Of course, minus Drita. Um, they're still in the Hamptons and they go to this party and I ain't gonna lie, I won't pay attention to this scene too much, but it's still obvious some tension between Marissa and Brittany. And Brittany, she's talking to Ange or whatever, and Ange just telling Brittany to tell Marissa how she to yeah, I was saying it right. Ange tells Brittany to tell Marissa how she feels about the whole Lush comment, whatever. Then the next morning, oh, and I think Marissa was having a conversation with somebody. It might have been Karen. I can't remember, but yeah. So, anyways, that scene wasn't really that important. So, anyways, the next day, they get a knock at the door. Ange opens up the door, and it's their yoga instructor. She shows up 8 in the morning, and she's she's looking confused, like what the fuck, like it's early as hell. She wakes up all the girls they're confused because they're like, damn, like she here this fucking early, and they still got hangovers and shit. And she well, no, they go outside. They go outside and they do the whole yoga thing. And she's saying she needs a Bloody Mary, and she was like, she doesn't want to do this exercise. She could exercise her hands by doing wrist to mouth, or something like that. She was saying, with the Bloody Mary or whatever. She can, she was like, that would be her exercise right there. And Renee, she shows up late, but she was like, she was like, fuck that, I ain't doing this bullshit. Um, so she just, sitting there watching them. And Marissa, she shows up late or whatever, but she, joins in with them, and she's over it. She quits. Next, Carla, she hires a chef for their last day or whatever. Um, they talk Britt and Marissa, they talk about the whole Lush incident. They're both pretty much over it and everything, but they still pretty much don't really trust each other, and they're not too sure about each other. Whatever. Um, Karen, she makes a toast. And she talks about her felony or whatever. You guys remember her felony that she caught like a long time ago was distributing narcotics. And she's talking to them about how this has affected her and her life and her bar getting shut down and everything. Karen is telling her to talk, go see a lawyer or something about getting her rights restored and everything, because I guess apparently I think Karen, she did say that she got her rights restored after um the time that she had to serve or whatever. um and then Renee, she tells Carla to talk to Drita when they get back to Staten Island and everything. Karen, she says that she's going to definitely have a conversation with Drita because she's tired of Drita calling her a fake and a phony, this, that, and the third. So moving on from that, we get AJ and Renee, and they're at AJ's girlfriend, Andrea. I think that's how you say her name, Andrea. They're at her place of work or whatever, and Renee, she says that she wants to talk to Andrea, whatever her name is. She wants to talk to her about a wedding and what she wants for the wedding and everything. AJ looking like, hold on, ma, pump your motherfucking brakes. Like, how old is AJ? I forget. He gotta be, I think he around my age. 20, 21. Anyways, Andrea, she joins the conversation or whatever. I guess she was on break. Renee, she talks to her about the idea of getting married. She wants them to get married because she likes Andrea. Andrea is the one for AJ and everything. And Andrea, she's okay with an engagement or whatever. And AJ, he was like, I thought you wasn't ready or whatever. Andrea was like, well, yeah, I'm not ready to walk down the aisle, but I never said I wasn't ready for an engagement or whatever. And Renee, she just pushing herself all up in their business and stuff. And this is like, girl, get out that shit and see, that's the problem. Renee needs her own man so she can get the fuck out her son's business. Shit. But anyways, she wants them to live with her or whatever, and they both looking like, bitch, what? And Andrea was like, that's a lot to, basically like, that's a lot to take in and everything. And she asks, Renee asks, why, having you guys, why don't you guys stay at the house or whatever anymore, or something like that. And that's when they tell her that they feel like her house is haunted, and like by a spirit of a little girl or something. So Renee says she's gonna hire a medium, and because she wants them to live with her. Moving on, we get Karen and Drita. They meet up. Drita kind of walks up, kind of stank, kind of like a stank attitude or a stank look on her face, I should say. Drita, she admits to Karen that she called everybody fake or whatever. Karen, because of the whole Karen and Renee hanging out with Carla all of a sudden, Karen says, well, everybody is fake then, and she points out everybody who's had an issue with one another on the show. You know what I'm saying? She was like, well, does that make them fake and everything? And she was like, everybody done fought and made up or whatever. And Drita says being besties and being cordial is two different things. And Karen, she's trying to get her point across, like, I forgot exactly what she said, but she's just basically trying to get her point across, and Karen is talking calm and everything. Drita starts yelling for no fucking reason or whatever, and she talking about some, Karen, do you want to fight right now? Do you want to fight me right now? And I'm just like, Drita, like, what is the fucking issue here? Like, I don't understand why every time the conversation is not going Drita's way, she want that, like, that's the first thing she resorts to is fighting. Like, I mean, goddamn, y'all ain't gotta be savages all the fucking time. Like, y'all are grown ass women. And like Karen said, she was like, no, I don't want to fight you. Like, I want to talk to you like an adult. You know what I'm saying? And what else happened? And Karen, yeah. So Karen was saying that her and Drita, they fought and they became friends again. Because mind you, they've known each other for over 20 years. And Drita, that's when she says, I don't fight my friends and everything. And it's like, okay, I get that. Because I'm the type of person where I don't fight my friends neither. Like, if I feel like, if we have to get to a point where we're fighting, like fist fighting one another, we don't need to be friends. So I get that, but at the same time, everybody's friendship is different. Some people, if they can't resolve it no other way, then they resort to fighting, and they be cool right after that. Especially guys. Guys especially do that. So I mean, I understood Drita on that part, but I mean, everything else, it was just like, like Karen was saying, you can't fault her for being being friends with Carla and everything, this, that, and the third. And but yeah, Drita was just basically saying that they're not friends, that they're just cordial, which to me, I feel like that's a bunch of bullshit, because y'all, after, when y'all, once y'all made up, y'all sat up here, I mean, yeah, like you said, y'all hung out and everything, and I guess maybe because of the show, whatever, but at the same time, y'all was gossiping to one another about different things, and this, that, and third, so I don't see how you say that y'all was just cordial. But I mean, I whatever. I guess Karen, she just accepts it or whatever and just walks away, and just, she pretty much just like fuck it. Ange, Brittany, and Drita, they meet up, and this is Brittany and Drita's first time meeting, and they hug, giving each other compliments, this, that, and the third. They talk about Marissa. Drita says that she doesn't know Marissa, but it seemed like when she first met Marissa, like Marissa had some shit with her. Like, I guess she was saying that Marissa wasn't approachable or whatever, and I don't know. It might be true. Marissa do just kind of seem like she's not really an approachable person. But Drea says that she was very close to one of Marissa's siblings growing up or whatever. But she wasn't close to Marissa. And Brittany, she brings up how her and Marissa got into it and everything, and she, really don't care for her too much. Then they, go off into a scene with Marissa and Karen, and they're talking about Brittany and how, Karen knows her and everything, and, of course Karen explains, and Marissa, she was just like, I'm a pretty good judge of character, and I just feel like something is off with her or whatever. I mean, whatever, I mean, I like Brittany. I don't know about Marissa too much. I mean, she's a pretty girl, like I said. I don't know about her too much, because she do kind of seem a little snooty. But Drita, I mean, Brittany tells Drita that Marissa had apologized or whatever about the whole Lush comment. What else happened? Marissa tells Karen how Drita snubbed her the one time that they did see each other or whatever. Like, Drita won't give her no kind of like recognition or nothing like that. And Drita, she's still talking about the fakeness amongst the group of women. And she talks about how Renee had a fight with everyone in the in the circle. But it's like, all y'all bitches damn near done had fights with every fucking body. So like, I mean, really, like, whatever. Whatever. So Renee, we get to Renee's house. The medium shows up, and she instantly, feels the presence of two females. And she says one of the female ghosts is Renee's mom, not mom, her grandmother, and then another presence is the little girl that AJ was talking about and everything. And Renee said that she felt someone hugging her one time, and basically the medium is telling her that the little girl is harmless and everything, and she's actually trying to help Renee and tell Renee to clear herself of certain people. And Renee's starting to wonder, like, does that mean I should clear myself of Drita or Brittany or whatever? And I'm just like, Renee, you don't even know Brittany. You don't know her for real. You just judging her off of the whole situation with her dad. But I mean, whatever. Anyways, moving on. And she meets up with her lawyer. Well, with a lawyer. They talk about the situation that happened back in 2001. With the whole narcotics and everything. She says that a friend actually had ratted her out, and that's when she had got her time or whatever. And he tells her that the consequences of this situation is going to haunt her for the rest of her life, and basically there's like a slim to none chance of her getting this shit expunged off her record. And she's just feeling really upset about it, and basically she don't know how she's gonna make ends meet, because the bar, that's her life. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, moving on from that, Brittany and Drita, they're shooting in the gym. And Brittany says that she feels that Drita is cool despite what the girls are saying about her. Brittany tells Drita about the situation with her dad and how she was 8 months when he went away. He was in for 11 years. She talks about the experience of going to jail and how scary it was. And Drita can relate because her daughters had to go through the same thing when Lee was locked up or whatever. And speaking of that Lee, I looked him up online. I see why he don't be on the show. He fine. Okay. Okay, Drita. I see you, girl. But anyway, so Drita, was saying that she was pregnant and only married for only 3 weeks when he got locked up and everything. Um, Brittany talks about how the women go through just as much as the men do or whatever. And I mean, that's understandable, especially, the woman having to be the single mom and raising the kids pretty much on her own, this, that, and the third. But it's still nothing like being out in the open, out being free versus being locked up. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, in this situation, I do understand it being hard for, these women that's in this lifestyle and their husbands go away or whatever, and they have to raise their kids on their own. But at the same time, you still out in the free world, running around. So, But anyways, Brittany, she's pretty much saying she's not gonna not fuck with Drita just because of Karen and everything. She was like, that's stupid or whatever. Um, in the last scene, the OGs and the newbies, minus Drita and Marissa, they meet up. And just telling them about the situation when she met up with the lawyer and what the lawyer said. And they all feel bad for her or whatever, this, that, and the third. Brittany tells Renee that Drita said that she was the cause of all the problems, and Renee is like, what? Like, first of all, Drita has gotten, like, she was like, Drita is the one who's, like, basically the outcast or whatever. She didn't say it like that, but, it's pretty much what she's saying. She was like, all the girls are the one who have the problem with her right about now. But, I mean, I will say, like, it seemed like every season is one person that everybody wants to kind of, like, have an issue with, you know what I'm saying? But, I mean, I think everybody kind of does have a valid reason to have an issue with Drita or whatever. But it's like I said, everybody in this group that had an issue with motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, it is, as far as Renee, it is true. Renee has had a problem with almost everybody in this group, just pretty much like how Drita is now. You know what I'm saying? They start, one of them, I think it was Karen, it was either Karen or Renee, told Carla once again, y'all need to go have a conversation or whatever, this, that, and the third. And Carla, she starts saying something, and Big Ange was like, well, you know how Big Ange is. She just want to see the good in everybody, and she don't like seeing just one person being the outcast of the group, no matter who it is. You know what I'm saying? And she was saying how Drita was always there for Carla or whatever, and Carla was like, no, I was always there for Drita. Y'all know they say that fucking Drita. They don't say Drita, they say Drita. But anyways, and she says in her confessional, I don't recall Carla being there for Drita. I recall it being the other way around. I said, now, Ange, you know damn well Carla always had that girl back. I mean, Drita, okay, yeah, she had her back too, but Carla was a ride or die for Drita. And then, like I said, when they played the playback of Drita kind of coincidentally walking away, the minute Love, calls Carla over to confront her at Drita's birthday party, you know what I'm saying? Like, it do look suspicious. But at the same time, Love is a liar. So, like I said, that's why I'm still in the middle with that situation right now. But anyways, and that's when Ange brings up, well, she, pretty much, well, she was there for you, with your ex and everything. And then that's when she says, when he beat you up or whatever. And Carla was like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like, she was shocked. And, Ange was like, ooh, I done made a boo-boo. I said, yeah, and you done made a boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? And, that's when, Carla is furious because she only told Drita that, and it's like soon as Ange said that, it was like the domino effect. That's when they all was like, oh yeah, she told me that too. Oh yeah, she told me that too. And Carla was just like, you know, she told her that in the strictest of confidence, and she going around telling every fucking body her fucking business. And it's kind of like, that is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all supposed to be friends and everything, and you telling people something that personal that happened to her or whatever. You know what I'm saying? When y'all was supposed to be like this, that is messed up. You know what I'm saying? And what else happened? Oh yeah, by the way, that scene where that situation when Brittany told Renee about what Drita said about her, they had met a few days before. They showed the footage where they actually met a few days before, and Brittany was telling Renee that. I was just like, well, damn, Brittany, I thought you was cool with Drita, and you sitting up here going back telling shit like you being kind of, and like, didn't you just have an issue with Renee? You sitting up here having meetings with her and shit. I mean, Karen was there, you know, when old girl was telling Renee this shit, but you didn't. I didn't get that. Like, you and Renee just had this issue, and you don't trust her and all this other stuff, but yet you tell her about what the fuck Drita said. But anyways, back to the whole, you know, Carla thing or whatever. That's when they was all like that. You know, a conversation needs to be had, whatever. That's pretty much the end of the episode. Next week, they all gonna meet up or whatever, have a conversation. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys come back, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.